like right behind us is the Hollywood sign.
Right.
Tell us how like some of give me some good stories from the center of the entertainment world.
Well, many people come to Los Angeles here, and they come here thinking that they're going to be a star, they're going to be famous.
Yeah.
But what happens here is we hear about the less than 1% that make it, but there's 99% of those that don't make it, that are hurting, that are broken. So what we really come to do is pick up the broken dreams of LA, the broken dreams of Hollywood, and we put a dream in them that they were really meant to live for in the first place, and that is to serve God. And we've met so many young girls that were on the Greyhound bus. They came to LA thinking fame and fortune was going to find them, only to be met by drug addicts or pimps. They give these girls lodging and a place to stay. So we decided to rebel and to fight against that by building a place for girls in the human trafficking. We had a girl Sunday that gave a testimony from Eastern Europe. And she told the story about how she came to America and she was put into the porn industry, and she came here thinking she was going to do one thing, but she was in that industry and trapped, and she was wounded and hurt and abused. And she came to the Dream Center and she found it, like so many people do. Someone was walking the streets and said, "Have you ever heard of a place called the Dream Center that will take you in?" It's interesting, God's given us a reputation of a place that will actually take you. You know, go to that church, they'll take you. And even sometimes churches say, "Well, I don't know if we can help you, but because you're a 30-year drug addict, but go to the Dream Center, they'll take you." Wow. So to me, that's a compliment. Absolutely. That, you know, well, yeah, we'll take you, because God will take anyone. I mean, and God lives to pick up broken pieces and put people back together again. And that's the joy of what I get to do and walk around this campus, to see hundreds of people that are just being put back together better because they're made now for the purposes of God.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's all, people rebuilding people's lives. Rejected, wounded girls, guys, whoever came to Hollywood, didn't make it, and they send them to the Dream Center.
Yeah, and they can make it, you know, and that's the interesting part about it. I mean, we've seen that dream broken so many times. There's a guy living under the bridge. You can even hear the sound of the bridge almost down below us here, where he used to live. 15 years, he became homeless. And every day he would come up and he would get food, he would go under the bridge. And one day he shocked me. He said, "I want to go into your rehab program." This is a man who decided he was going to give up on life at 45. He was done. He was over. He was going to live under a bridge and die. He was going to let the world just swallow him up. That's what he said. And one day he came and got some food and said, "I want to go into your rehab program." And at 60 years of age, a 15-year homeless man living under the bushes and the bridges right down below us here today, came and got saved, went to Bible school at 61, came back, and now he's my chaplain. His name is Barry. He used to be known as Homeless Barry, but now he's Pastor Barry, and he's doing all the services before all the meals at the Dream Center that we do 25 times a week. So I only preach a few times a week. He preaches 25 times, so he's a better Christian than I am, you know, and everything. But that's the kind of thing that gets me excited. You know, I get excited about, you know, the thousands of people that attend church, but very little in comparison to
what's really happening behind the scenes.
The one. I walk through here and see the girls in detox, and they'll be laying on the bed shaking, you know, trying to get off drugs for a week, and I walk by, I say, "You're going to make it, you're going to do good." And then I see that girl 40 days down the road, and she's got 40 days of clean and sober living. And then I see her 90 days and 100, and then I see her graduating, and she doesn't even look like the person that came in when I saw her shaking on that bed trying to kick off the drugs.
And I often say the test of a true religion is if the prayers are answered. If God is dealing with someone, if God cleans someone off of alcohol or drugs or prostitution, and if there's a transformation, that's the handiwork of God, is it not?
Oh, that's wonderful. That is the evidence of God, is what He does in people's lives. And we see that so much. You know, that's why I used to, you know, drive down Skid Row and places like that. And I feel bad saying this, even testifying to this as a pastor, but I used to drive down and said, "These people really can't change. They're too far gone." But once we started to take in 1 and then 2 and then 3 and seeing the power of God change their life, God messed me up and said, nobody is outside of the possibilities to be transformed and changed. Nobody. I've seen God heal people's minds. The drugs wasted their mind, but I saw the Word renew their mind. I saw encouraging people restore parts of their spirit that have been taken away. So if we could just take the limits off of God, anything is possible.